Happy Halloween. I've just got off work, and here I am at home. And it's just another year's spending Halloween by myself. Oh gosh, that sounds so depressing. But I do have my family here. I can drive to them. Actually, I'm gonna go there later. I have a couple nieces. I'll bring candy to them. But yeah, it's like every year I chose to be by myself. I know it sounds so depressing, isn't it? But I've learned the hard way, just to be by myself and just being here. And slowly I'm okay with it. Actually, I'm lying. I have my family here. But every year I refuse to accept it. And I always look at the fact that I'm alone because I have no friends. None of my friends live around here, so it's just me. And that's the story I tell myself. I'm a loser. But at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter, isn't it? Like everyone's asking me that question, like, what are you doing for Halloween? Why don't you go out? You should have fun, you're so young. All of these questions, and then everyone is going out, having fun downtown, and having fun with friends, and here I am, sitting in my apartment, recording a podcast episode that no one would ever listen to. I know, I'm just trying to make it dramatic. But my family's living in town. I can go and see them. But Sorry, my mom just called. But, see? I just like to make it sound dramatic. But I do have family to go to. And I should be thankful for that. And today I promised myself that from now on I will not let my self-worth be decided by how much money I make, how much money I have in the bank account, the job I have, the work I do, how many friends I have, how many achievements that I have, or whether I'm single or not, or where I came from, or what I look like. Anything. I promised myself that I would not let any of those things decide my worth. And yeah, that's a big promise. That's a hard promise to give, really. And I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try to keep that in the back of my head. Is that I don't need to have an impressive resume to be worthy of anything. whether it is love, it's just love. Yeah, that's the only thing I can think of. But you know, I really pull myself back from so many opportunities because I keep on telling myself that I'm not making enough money, that I'm not having a stable job, a high status job, a stable income, a big house, boat, you know, things that make you look attractive. But is it really? I'm starting to slowly believe in the fact that the people that are meant to be in your life, they will. Even when you try to push them away, even when you don't even try. And I've come to realize that I would never give my power away again. What power, you might be asking? The power when I give up that power to chase someone. You know, you change yourself just to be someone else, so it would fit into their reference. You know what I'm saying? It's like you chase that girl and you lose yourself. And yeah, it's like when it's like you're chasing a cat. The more you chase it, the more they run away. But then once you stop chasing, once you stop being and start being yourself, and I know it sounds a little crazy, but like you being yourself unapologetically. How do you say that word? Like not being sorry for anything. You just fully yourself. They'll come to you. I know I sound like I know everything, but I don't. But I just realized that I really need to love myself and accept myself, who I am, and stop trying to rush into relationships and just establish yourself first. Whether it is your friendships, your habits, or your foundation. As a man, you need to work on yourself. Work on the way you talk, work on the way you walk, work on the way you do everything. The way you go to bed, what time you get up. And I am trying to make a promise to myself that I will not lose myself ever again. And I will always be there for myself first. Maybe eventually I will attract the people who will value who I am and love me for who I am. And eventually the right people will come at the right time. Yeah, I know it's easy said than done every time. And what makes it worse is that I am now, have no one, no friends, no girlfriend, just family. But I keep on ignoring the fact that I have so many family members because I just don't like to acknowledge it, because I keep on focusing on the lack of the parts that I don't have. And then I'll come up with all of these scenarios in my head, trying to prepare, trying to think of the perfect things to say, hoping that person would like me back, and then trying to plan out, the perfect way to say certain things, and just trying to make them like me. But how does that work out for you? And haven't been, seem to be doing so well, isn't it? Shit. It's like I keep on trying to force life to be the way I want it. But the reality is they never turn out the way I want it. And then I get disappointed. Because life don't turn out like how I imagined. And maybe I just need to stop. Stop trying to force things to happen. And whatever meant for you will be yours. And when the moment is right, you will feel it. You will know that when the right moments come, and you just gotta believe it. You just gotta believe your gut instinct. I don't even know what the fuck I'm talking about so far. What have I been talking about? It's like I'm just tripping, It's like I have so much things that I need to fix, that I need to work on. I'm sure you hear me saying the words, a lot. Trying to fill in the silence. And that is one of the things I need to fix. But I'm never really aware of it. So it's the way I talk, the way I walk, my posture, everything. So many things I need to fix. And instead of trying to improve myself every day, I try to come up with a perfect plan, the perfect things to say, trying to make that person like me. Isn't that pathetic? Maybe it's time for me to really grow up and look at things differently. And stop trying to put in all of my self-worth into the bank account, the job I have, the girl I'm with, the people I have in my friend circle. Stop putting all of those things as the benchmark for who I am, for my self-worth, or, whether I am worthy of being loved. What if I am enough as I am? What if I don't have to have a lot of friends to be enough? What if I don't have to go out every Friday night, Saturday night to be enough? What if I don't have to have the perfect job like everybody else to be enough? What if I don't have to be like everybody else to be enough? What if I am enough as I am right now? The good and the bad, everything. What if I look at myself that way? Instead of all of these time, from birth to now, the way I look at myself in the mirror. What if I look at myself that way? What if I look at myself as if I am enough? Just like this. And I can improve. I can keep going. I can try better. But right now, as I am, it's perfect. I know this one is hard to swallow. I am trying to swallow it right now, but it's hard. It's hard. It's easy to say, but it's hard to be, wire your brain to think that you are enough as you are. It's hard, really. I mean, I cannot even speak up loudly because I'm afraid my neighbor is gonna hear me and they're gonna judge me for who I am, for what I do. See? But what if you are enough for everything that you are? Right? I'm gonna have to go to bed and think about it. But I left some candy out since this morning until now. And it's like, what time? 7:45 p.m. And not even a single candy got taken. I guess no one want the candies then. I left it right in front of the porch. Right in front of the door. But I guess no one trick-or-treating around here in the apartment complex. So I'm just gonna bring them to my nieces. I got 3 little nieces. They go trick-or-treating over there, and I'm gonna bring them those candies, and no one want them here. So, yeah. Actually, I do have a family to go to, and I really, really need to appreciate that. Thanks for what I have, And I have so much more than most people on this planet, and I should be grateful for that and be thankful for that. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you have a wonderful Halloween, and take care of yourself and your loved ones.